Do you ever wake up feeling like your body just isn't cooperating anymore? That familiar feeling of stiffness, a subtle weakening in your legs, or arms that feel a little less capable than they once did. If you're over 60, you might dismiss this as just getting older. But what if I told you that steady decline in muscle strength isn't an inevitable fate, but a conversation your body is trying to have with you? This isn't just about muscle loss, or sarcopenia as it's known scientifically. It's about how we can empower our bodies, even while we dream. Because here's a surprising truth. Your muscles don't just grow stronger during your waking hours. In fact, your body performs its most profound repair and renewal work while you're deeply asleep, but only if it has the right building blocks. And those blocks, my friends, come from the most unexpected place: your bedtime snack. We're talking about gentle, nourishing foods that work their magic silently as you drift off. In today's video, we're going to unlock the secrets of 4 powerful, natural bedtime foods that can help you combat muscle loss, restore your vitality, and wake up feeling remarkably stronger, one peaceful night at a time. And trust me, the last food on our list, just 1 spoonful before bed, and its impact on your muscles could truly astound you. Stick with me till the very end. But before we unveil these nighttime heroes, if you're excited to discover simple, actionable ways to reclaim your strength while you sleep, go ahead and like this video right now. Don't forget to subscribe to FitLab 365 and hit that notification bell so you never miss our insights into a healthier, stronger you. And tell me in the comments below, have you ever tried a bedtime snack that genuinely made a difference in how you felt the next morning? I'm eager to hear your experiences. Now let's dive in. Number 1. Kiwi. Let's begin with something wonderfully gentle, a fruit often overlooked for its nighttime prowess, the humble kiwi. You probably picture it as a refreshing addition to a summer fruit salad, right? But prepare to be amazed, because this little green gem is a quiet superstar for sleep and recovery, especially when enjoyed in the evening. Let me introduce you to George, a 74-year-old retired teacher I had the pleasure of meeting. He shared a common lament. I don't sleep through the night anymore, and when I wake up, I feel stiff, like my body's been in a wrestling match. He wasn't in pain, just perpetually drained, his legs lacking their former stability, his arms that easy strength. He assumed it was just part of the deal with aging. But I suggested one small, almost unbelievably simple change: 2 kiwis, about an hour before bed, every night for 2 weeks. The results? George couldn't believe it. Not only did he fall asleep faster than he had in years, but he started waking up feeling lighter, more rested, and incredibly, more mobile. I don't creak like an old chair anymore, he chuckled. My legs feel like they belong to me again. So, what makes kiwi such a game changer? For starters, it's one of nature's rare sources of melatonin, the very hormone that signals to your brain, time to wind down. While many resort to melatonin supplements, kiwi offers a gentle, food-based version your body can absorb naturally and efficiently. And studies consistently show that enjoying kiwi before bed can dramatically improve both sleep quality and duration, particularly for older adults. But here's the crucial link to muscle strength. Deeper, more restorative sleep is precisely when your body's muscle repair workshop kicks into high gear. While you're in dreamland, your body is diligently restoring worn-out tissues, balancing vital hormones, and rebuilding strength. But only if you actually reach those deeper stages of sleep. Kiwi helps unlock that critical doorway. Beyond melatonin, kiwi is bursting with antioxidants like vitamin C and E. Why does this matter for your muscles? Because as we age, our muscles become more susceptible to inflammation and oxidative stress, leading to that nagging stiffness, soreness, and feeling of being slowed down. Antioxidants act like tiny cleanup crews, sweeping away that damage so your muscle cells can focus on recovery and growth, not constant repair. Kiwi is also a fantastic source of potassium, essential for proper muscle contractions and a secret weapon against those jarring, middle-of-the-night leg cramps. If you've ever been jolted awake by a sharp calf cramp at 3 a.m., You know how invaluable this can be. And here's a benefit many seniors particularly appreciate. Kiwi is incredibly easy to digest and won't send your blood sugar soaring. Despite its sweet taste, it boasts a low glycemic index, making it a safe and smart choice even for those managing diabetes or insulin levels. Plus, it's naturally low in sodium, perfect for supporting healthy blood pressure. How to incorporate this quiet hero into your routine? Simple. Peel and slowly savor 2 ripe kiwis about an hour before bedtime. Make it a calming ritual, perhaps while you read a book or listen to some soothing music. It's a small act that sends a powerful message to your body. Rest is coming. Healing is coming. Of course, always listen to your body. A very small percentage of people might experience mild digestive upset due to fruit acids, but for most, kiwi is a wonderfully gentle and soothing nightly addition. Number 2. Eggs. We've just unveiled the quiet power of kiwi for peaceful sleep and muscle recovery. Now let's pivot to something incredibly familiar, something most of us have cracked open countless times, perhaps for breakfast or nestled into a favorite recipe. Yes, we're talking about eggs. You might be thinking, eggs before bed? Isn't that a morning food? And you're right, it's a breakfast staple. But here's the surprising revelation. A perfectly prepared egg before bed can do something truly remarkable for your body while you sleep, especially if you're over 60 and dedicated to preserving your strength, balance, and muscle tone. What makes eggs so incredibly powerful isn't just their rich protein content, though they certainly deliver on that front. Eggs are what nutrition experts call a complete protein, meaning they contain all 9 essential amino acids your muscles absolutely need to grow and repair. And critically, they are exceptionally high in leucine, that all-important amino acid that acts like a switch to activate muscle protein synthesis. Simply put, when you eat eggs, your body receives a clear signal. Hey, it's time to rebuild. Now, here's where it gets particularly interesting for seniors. As we age, our bodies become a bit less responsive to smaller amounts of protein. A 25-year-old might build muscle from a modest serving of chicken, but someone over 60 often requires a slightly higher dose of quality, leucine-rich protein to achieve the same benefits. And this is precisely where eggs shine. Just one large egg provides around 6 grams of protein, including a significant 500 to 600 milligrams of leucine, more than enough to contribute meaningfully to overnight muscle repair. If you tend to eat lighter dinners, or if your evening meal was low on protein, a soft-boiled egg an hour before bed might just be the missing piece your body craves to stay strong. But there's more. Eggs are also a natural source of vitamin D, a nutrient many older adults are deficient in, especially if sun exposure is limited. And vitamin D isn't just for bones. It plays a crucial role in optimal muscle function and coordination. Combine that with the choline found in eggs, a nutrient vital for brain and nerve function, and you have a food that supports your body's ability to move and respond with greater ease and confidence. Now, a common question. What about cholesterol? It's a fair concern, especially given the egg's past reputation. But here's what modern science clearly shows. For most healthy individuals, moderate egg consumption, around 1 egg per day, does not increase heart disease risk. In fact, some studies suggest eggs can actually improve your cholesterol profile by boosting beneficial HDL cholesterol. Unless your doctor has specifically advised you to avoid them, eggs can be a very safe, incredibly valuable part of your diet. Of course, preparation matters. A gently cooked egg, think soft-boiled, poached, or lightly scrambled in a touch of olive oil, is easy on digestion and preserves more nutrients. Avoid heavy frying or excessive salt, which can irritate your stomach or impact blood pressure. And for those with chewing difficulties, a soft egg is one of the easiest proteins to enjoy, with no jaw strain required. Let me share a real-life example. Leanne, a cheerful 68-year-old I met at a wellness workshop. For years, she struggled with morning weakness. "I get out of bed and my legs wobble like cooked noodles," she once quipped with a laugh. She ate dinner early and often skipped evening snacks, thinking it would help her sleep. We simply added 1 poached egg to her nightly routine. Not a big meal, just a small warm bite before bed. 2 weeks later, she exclaimed, "I didn't think it would do anything, but I don't feel so wobbly anymore. I actually feel stable." That's the power of the right bedtime protein. It's not about a heavy meal. It's about providing your muscles just enough of the right fuel to repair and rebuild while you rest. Your body does the work. You just need to give it the tools. Number 3. Pumpkin seeds. We've discovered the calm of kiwi and the rebuilding power of eggs. Now, let's shift our focus to something you might hold in the palm of your hand, perhaps even forget in the back of your cupboard. But don't let their tiny size deceive you. These little seeds are truly one of the most underrated bedtime foods out there. I'm talking about pumpkin seeds. Yes, those small greenish seeds, sometimes called pepitas, that you might sprinkle over a salad or mix into granola. But when it comes to your muscles, your sleep, and your overall nighttime recovery, pumpkin seeds pack an astonishing punch far beyond their diminutive size. Allow me to introduce you to Harold. Harold is 72, a retired gardener with hands that still look like they know how to coax life from the earth. His concern was common. "I wake up every morning with tightness in my legs. I stretch, I move, but it still feels like I didn't rest at all." We examined his evening routine, his meals, his sleep habits, and identified a critical missing piece: magnesium. You see, magnesium is a foundational mineral that helps your muscles relax. Without enough of it, your muscles can remain partially tense, even during sleep. This is why some people wake up feeling inexplicably sore, even after 8 hours of sleep. And guess what? One of nature's richest sources of magnesium is, you guessed it, pumpkin seeds. Just a small handful, around 1 ounce, can provide you with approximately 37% of your daily magnesium needs. That's incredibly impressive for such a small bite. When you enjoy them in the evening, you're essentially providing your body with the crucial tools it needs to physically unwind, not just mentally. But magnesium isn't the only secret weapon pumpkin seeds possess. They are also one of the few foods that naturally contain tryptophan, an amino acid your body converts into serotonin and then into melatonin, that sleep-inducing hormone. While tryptophan alone won't instantly put you to sleep, combining it with magnesium creates a powerful 1-2 punch for deeper, more restorative sleep. And better sleep means more growth hormone release, accelerated cellular repair, and, crucially, more muscle rebuilding during the night, all while you're comfortably resting under your covers. Let's not forget, pumpkin seeds are also a decent source of plant-based protein, about 7 grams per ounce, along with healthy fats that help slow digestion. This means your body receives a slow, steady release of amino acids throughout the night, avoiding a quick spike and crash. It's a gentle, sustaining fuel, precisely what aging muscles need to heal and grow stronger. So, how do you incorporate these mighty seeds into your nightly routine? Keep it small and simple. A tablespoon or 2 is more than sufficient. You can eat them plain, or sprinkle them over a small portion of plain Greek yogurt for an extra protein boost. Some people even lightly warm them in a pan to enhance their nutty flavor. But it's not necessary. The key is to keep them unsalted. Excess sodium late at night isn't friendly to your blood pressure, especially if you're managing hypertension. They're also rich in zinc, which supports cell repair, boosts immune strength, and even helps with hormonal balance. Particularly important for men over 60 who want to maintain healthy testosterone levels, directly linked to muscle mass. All that from a tiny seed. Nature truly is efficient. A small word of caution: like all nuts and seeds, pumpkin seeds are calorie-dense. This isn't a bad thing, but simply be mindful of your portion size, especially late at night. Think of them not as a casual snack, but as a nightly tonic for your muscles and your sleep. Number 4. Cottage cheese. We've journeyed through the calming embrace of kiwi, the foundational strength of eggs, and the mighty power of pumpkin seeds. And now, we arrive at our final revelation, the quiet champion of bedtime strength. It doesn't boast the sweetness of fruit or the satisfying crunch of seeds. It's not flashy or colorful. But if there's one food that truly works its magic while you sleep to rebuild the muscles that time tries to steal, it's this one: cottage cheese. Now, before you wrinkle your nose or dismiss it as something my grandmother used to eat, please stay with me. Because beneath that simple, lumpy texture lies one of the most effective muscle-building foods you can consume, especially before bed, and especially after the age of 60. Let me explain its remarkable power. Cottage cheese contains a unique type of protein called casein. And casein is distinctly different from the proteins found in, say, chicken, fish, or even eggs. It's a slow-digesting protein. This means that once you eat it, your body doesn't burn through it immediately. Instead, it releases amino acids gradually, steadily, over several hours, gently nourishing your muscles throughout the entire night. Why is this so profoundly important? Because when you sleep, your body enters a critical repair mode. But if your bloodstream lacks sufficient amino acids, the very building blocks of muscle, your body can actually begin to break down existing muscle tissue to fuel other essential processes. That, my friends, is the absolute last thing you want, especially if you're already experiencing age-related muscle loss. Now, imagine giving your body a consistent, steady trickle of those crucial amino acids throughout your sleep. That's precisely what a few spoonfuls of cottage cheese can achieve. It won't spike your blood sugar. It won't feel heavy in your stomach. It simply and quietly gets to work, supporting muscle growth, repair, and strength, all while you peacefully rest. Take my dear friend Martha, for example. At 76, she's as sharp as ever, but she'd noticed her legs getting noticeably weaker. Climbing stairs became a struggle. Getting out of the car required significant effort. She'd been told it was just aging, but that answer didn't sit right with her. So, we made one tiny adjustment. A small bowl of low-fat cottage cheese, just a few spoonfuls, about 30 minutes before bed. Within 3 weeks, she declared, "It's like my body finally got the memo. I'm waking up with more energy and I feel stable again." That's what happens when your body finally receives what it's been missing. Cottage cheese is also rich in leucine, that same muscle-triggering amino acid we discussed with eggs, but crucially, it delivers it over a much longer period. Think of it this way. Eggs provide a quick, immediate push, while cottage cheese offers a slow, steady hand, holding you through the night. And if you're monitoring your blood sugar, here's more excellent news. Cottage cheese is naturally low in carbohydrates, particularly the plain, low-fat varieties. It won't interfere with insulin levels or cause a nighttime crash. In fact, its protein content can actually help stabilize blood sugar overnight, which is incredibly beneficial for those managing diabetes or prediabetes. If sodium is a concern, simply opt for the readily available low-sodium versions. And for heart health, choose low-fat or 1% varieties to keep saturated fat in check. Now, let's talk taste and texture. Some adore cottage cheese just as it is. Others prefer to mix it with something, perhaps a few slices of banana or a sprinkle of cinnamon. If you have a little leftover kiwi from earlier, it pairs beautifully. The key is to keep it light and simple. Remember, this isn't a meal. It's a profound signal to your body. Here's what you need. Take your time. Repair while I sleep. Truly, just one spoonful can make a difference. And here's the sheer beauty of it. There's no elaborate prep, no cooking, no fuss. You simply open the container, grab a spoon, and quietly, gently, effectively nourish your body. So many seniors believe they need grand gestures to regain strength. Intense workouts, complicated meal plans, expensive supplements. But the truth is, sustainable strength after 60 comes from consistency in small, thoughtful choices, from truly understanding what your body needs and when. And when it comes to bedtime, a little cottage cheese is like giving your hard-working muscles a comforting goodnight hug. So, now that we've walked this quiet evening path together, let's take a gentle breath and reflect. You don't need to completely overhaul your life. You don't need to meticulously count every calorie or chase an elusive ideal of perfection. What your body truly yearns for, especially after 60, is something far more sustainable. A few thoughtful choices, made consistently, with self-care at their heart. And tonight, that choice could be as simple as peeling a kiwi, gently boiling an egg, savoring a spoonful of cottage cheese, or letting a few pumpkin seeds dissolve on your tongue before the lights go out. These aren't merely bedtime snacks. They are profound acts of kindness towards your future self. They nourish your muscles. They soothe your nervous system. They pave the way for deeper, more restorative sleep, and crucially, for stronger, more vibrant mornings. With every quiet evening ritual, you're sending a powerful message to your body. You still matter. You are still strong. And you are still profoundly capable of rebuilding. Because here's the empowering truth. Age-related muscle loss isn't an inevitable decline. It's often reversible. It's preventable. And it begins with simply giving your body what it's truly asking for. Not in loud, overwhelming ways, but in simple, loving, consistent steps. So tonight, instead of going to bed with the nagging feeling that your strength is slipping away, you can rest, knowing that your body is gently, diligently rebuilding while you sleep. If this video has brought you a glimmer of hope, or perhaps sparked a few new ideas to try, I genuinely want to hear from you. What bedtime food are you most curious to incorporate into your routine? Let me know in the comments below. I read every single word, and your story just might be the inspiration someone else in our FitLab 365 community needs. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to FitLab 365 for more empowering wellness insights, and share this with anyone who could benefit from a stronger, more rested tomorrow. Thank you for joining me on this journey to strength from within. Until next time, sleep well and wake up strong.